I was part of RR. We were the first reinforcement to reach in Kargil. So those days we had been issued with something called a Garmin, handset. So Garmin once press and you're supposed to have a grid reference. So this Garmin handsets had come, but somehow I felt I could not, there was something wrong with that set because I knew where I am, but the Garmin set was showing me somewhere else. And there I found a naval officer sitting out there. So I went up to him and I said, "Sir, how come a Navy man during war so far away from the ocean?" So he tells me, "Okay, since you're asking me, let me tell you. The Americans seem to have switched the GPS signals in Kargil theatre. So I've got some Russian equipment and I'm taking it there to find out how much it has been switched." They had switched the signals in that entire Kargil theatre. I don't know what was the reason. If you look at 2611, the whole talk was happening on Skype. Just because the Americans allowed us to listen in, if they don't allow us, we won't come to know what is going on.
And they allowed us to listen in because their citizens were also stuck. Otherwise, would they have allowed us?
I have no clue. Maybe they would have.
Intelligence organizations, by nature, within your own country, don't like to share information with each other. And then externally, unless you're an ally, they will not share, I'm guessing. And we were not allies with America.
We had an,
Intelligence sharing.
slowly, that relationship had started coming up, but allies, can you fully trust them? So I was in Kargil as part of RR, okay? I was part of RR. We were the first reinforcements to reach in Kargil.
During the war?
Yeah, during the conflict. And I remember, we used to have AK, RR, Rashtra Rifles used to be an anti-terrorist organization. So our weapons were slightly different from, the regular army. The units which are going in for attack had INSAS rifles. But people were not confident. So first time when we landed up, immediately they took over. That was something which stayed in my head. And we were back to, 7.62 Ishapurs. Okay. Now, how do you keep men every day? 40, 50 bodies were coming down those days. So you have to keep men fit. You have to keep them occupied so that they don't. One is training. And when training, it cannot only be physical. You have to, 24/7 physical is not good. So those days we had been issued with something called a Garmin, handset. Otherwise, before that, we were in the olden method of triangling and finding out our own position for the map. Where are you on the map? So Garmin once press and you're supposed to have a grid reference, okay, up to 10 figures. So I thought I'll, train these guys about. So this Garmin handsets had come.
Yeah.
But somehow I felt I could not, there was something wrong with that set because I knew where I am, but the Garmin set was showing me somewhere else. So I then thought maybe because of the valley.
And you were in Kargil town at that time?
No, we were in the defense. So I was behind Kargil town, But in that place, I was in a valley, and I said, okay, enough.
The features are there.
Yeah, enough satellites we may not be able to get. But in my mind, it was troubling me that, hey, we have spent this money and we are not able to. It's not working. Okay, so I left it there. But after 1 month, I landed up in the famous transit camp of Srinagar. That's where you always go for a drink because you find officers from all over the place coming, and that's where those are not the days of, smartphone or any phone. So this is where you catch up with people and share notes, what is going on. And there I found a naval officer sitting out there. So I went up to him and I said, "Sir, how come a Navy man during war so far away from the ocean?" So he tells me, "Okay, since you're asking me, let me tell you. The Americans seem to have switched the GPS signals in Kargil theatre. So I've got some Russian equipment and I'm taking it there to find out how much it has been switched." Okay, that taught me a profound lesson. Exocet, kill switch. Second, it comes to ICT. If you own someone else, he can change it in real time. Never trust those equipment.
Oh my goodness. And we are all told that the reason the war ended was because Nawaz Sharif went to America, and there Bill Clinton told him, "Get your forces back." And it was the great America's help, which is the reason why the intruders went out of. But at that time, that kill switch was also on.
No, it was not kill switch. They had switched the signals in that entire Kargil theatre. I don't know what was the reason.
Was it deliberate or not? Nobody knows.
No, it was without doubt it was deliberate.